If you've ever received a private parking ticket, you may have wondered if it's a legitimate document or if you can just ignore it. Stick around as we go through everything you need to know about private parking companies and parking tickets. So what exactly is private parking? Private parking refers to parking facilities on private land, not owned by a local authority. These private car parks are usually managed by car park management companies, which are often connected to private businesses such as supermarkets, hospitals, universities, shopping centres and more. Private parking companies are legitimate businesses that help private landowners and other private businesses to manage car parks legally. They offer a range of services from providing car park signage and ticketing machines to installing number plate recognition cameras and issuing the actual parking ticket. Although many private parking companies provide all of their services free of charge, they claim the money raised from any parking charge notices issued. A parking charge notice is the real name for a private parking fine, which would be sent from a private parking company to a motorist alleged to have broken the parking rules of using their car parks. The most common reason for receiving a parking charge notice is for failing to pay for parking, failing to exit the car park before your ticket runs out, or not parking within a designated parking bay. Private parking tickets are capped at £100 with a 40% discount if you pay within 14 days. All private parking companies must offer this discount or they're breaking regulations, and this could give you good grounds for an appeal. However, plans to reduce the most that you can be fined down from £100 to £50 are being considered, so we'll have to wait and see if they eventually come down. Can a private parking company get your details from the DVLA? Yes. Private parking companies that are a member of the Accredited Trade Association, the ATA, can request the address of the registered vehicle owner from the DVLA. Although private parking tickets should be issued to the person who's actually responsible for the contravention, the law permits the car park operator to send the fine to the vehicle keeper if they don't have the address of the actual driver. Now here's what you need to know. Don't communicate with any car parking companies that aren't members of the Accredited Trade Association, the ATA. These companies cannot legally request your address from the DVLA, which means you will never hear from them again unless you write to them and disclose your contact information, say if you were writing to them to appeal against the ticket. It becomes your legal obligation to pay a private parking ticket only if a court orders you to pay it. Technically, you're not legally obliged to pay if you've not yet received a court order telling you to do so. You could choose to ignore a private parking ticket, but you do run the risk of being subject to legal action and eventually having to pay more anyway. And you'll miss the opportunity to pay the 40% reduced fine. Most private parking tickets can be paid on the company's website via a dedicated payment portal. If you ignore a private parking ticket, a number of scenarios can play out. They could persistently contact you requesting payment, possibly with repeated legal threats or by increasing the amount you owed. They could ask a debt collection agency to do the above, or they might take legal action, which could result in a CCJ or a court hearing. If you're wanting to challenge a private parking ticket, then a popular option is to consult a solicitor for help. There's many online solicitors that work out cheaper and easier than meeting one in person. JustAnswer, for example, only costs £5 for a trial. One of my colleagues managed to save over £270 on a car park ticket by using their service. I've linked that offer in the description, and if you use that, you'll also be supporting Money Nerd, so thank you.